Hello everyone, it's Louisa, and today is the day that I'm going to start decluttering my life. So, a fun fact about me, this was my childhood bedroom, and this is also the bedroom that I call home right now. I have lived in this room for most of my life, except for when I went to college out of state, and also when I did an internship at Disney and lived in Orlando for 6-7 months. So this place has been home for most of my life. And even though I'm not exactly sure where the future is taking me or what is next for me, I'm in the process of figuring that out, this just feels like the time to declutter and get ready for when I eventually move to my own place that isn't my childhood bedroom. And we're gonna start that process today. I'm gonna be decluttering my entire life, but pretty much mostly this room. And we're gonna do that using the KonMari method. And this is a checklist I got online. You can find several different resources on Pinterest and stuff like that, but this is the list that I'm gonna be using. And if you haven't heard of the KonMari method before, basically it is Marie Kondo's method of decluttering that got quite famous. And basically there are 5 steps: clothing, books, paper, kimono, which is kind of miscellaneous, kitchen, garage, all of those places, and then number 5 is sentimental items. So we are going to start that process today, and we are going to start with my clothing, and we are going to start with my tops. I love my tops. That's all I can really say about that. This is gonna be a tough one, a tough category to start off with, but we're gonna start today, and I'm so excited to see the progress we make. No matter how long it takes, we are going to do this. But before we get started, I want to just show the current state of my room and what we're working with before we begin. This is what my room looks like when you walk in. Here are my bookshelves. Here are some shelves. My desk area. This is my dresser, my floor. We have my closet, or my first closet, my vanity, second closet, night table, and then my sheets are being washed, so I do have sheets, promise. And then we have a wall of plushies and stuff down here as well. So this is the start. Before we begin, I'm going to thank my room for everything it has done for me, and then we'll get going. But I want to thank this room for everything it has done for me. So thank you, room, for being the room of my childhood, and for now being the room for adult Louisa. And I hope that through this decluttering process, I'm going to treat you better. You are going to look the best you've ever looked. And I just want to say thank you for being a safe haven for me. And I hope through this process, I can appreciate you the way you have appreciated and taken care of me. So according to this checklist that I'm using, tops is a pretty broad category. There are separate things for jackets, but that's about it. So we're talking pullovers, we're talking t-shirts, hoodies that I guess don't zip up. Like, this is a big category. Basically what we're supposed to do is pull out everything in that category, put it on a bed or something like that, and then we're gonna sort through them. So so these are all of my quote-unquote tops. And the reason I say that is because jackets is a separate category, and so I basically, like, this I would kind of consider a jacket or something I put over. Like I would never just wear this kind of as like a t-shirt because it's like a pullover. But I decided to include or count things as jackets if they zipped up, if they had buttons, or if they were a quote-unquote jean jacket. So that's why, you know, we have sweaters and stuff over here. So now the category is just broader than just shirts. There's a lot of tops in here. And then there is a separate category or time to do exercise wear. But the problem is sometimes some of these like tanks and whatnot, I use some of them for exercise and other times I don't, so I need to sort them out. So I'm gonna sort this out a little bit more, make it a little bit cleaner before I get going. So everything has been sorted. So over here we have things that are like jackets, sweaters, but they don't zip up. So sweaters, pullovers, cardigans, what have yous. Then we have my vast collection of short sleeve shirts right here. I love graphic t-shirts, and so this is gonna be a doozy to get through, but I have a lot of shirts, we gotta do it. Then I have all my long sleeve shirts here. And then these are like tanks and things like that. And then I had more tanks, but I decided that those were exercise tanks, so we're gonna save that for another day. So those are back in the dresser. And so we have, these are more tanks I actually would wear as part of an outfit. And then over here we have work things. So these are work clothes. And these are tops that I wouldn't necessarily wear by themselves, like flannels and things like that, but I would wear them on top of a t-shirt underneath them already. So they're kind of like an accessory top category, if that makes sense. Okay, I completely forgot. I'd asked my mom if holiday clothing would, or just like holiday items were in a separate group by themselves at some point in the process, or if I did holiday items at the point like when the other categories of it were being brought up, if that makes sense. And I asked my mom and she said to do holiday stuff in the category that you're working on. So this is like Halloween, obviously. I also have some Christmas clothes as well. So these are my Christmas tops, and the rest will be in their category as well. With the Marie Kondo method or with the KonMari method, basically the main question you want to ask yourself with every item is, does this spark joy? And I will be asking myself that if the item makes me happy, but I'm also going to be asking, particularly with clothing, like how often do I wear it? How useful is it to me? Can I wear it with other things? And just also asking about its usefulness as well as, do I like it? Does it spark joy? Because I think if you kind of just ask if it sparks joy, you might be missing out on some of the important things you need to measure whether or not you have an item in your life. And if you're just going off of usefulness, you may miss out on a few things too, that, or items that just do genuinely bring you joy. So I'm gonna do a mixture of both as I go through these. So this is a shirt I think I'm surprised to be ready to part with. It says, "Thou shall not try me, mood 24/7." And I love this shirt. I found it at a Goodwill in 2020, and I felt like it really summed up all of 2020 and how I felt about it. But fun fact about me, I don't like crop tops, and this actually is a crop top. I'm trying to get it so you guys can tell. But the shirt is actually a crop top, which you can't really tell until like I lift up my arms, and I'm not a big fan of crop tops, to be honest. So, and I also have a lot of other black shirts in this color, and yeah, so even though I loved this item, I'm gonna be saying goodbye to it. This is another shirt I'm going to be saying goodbye to, unfortunately. I remember I saw this shirt in Disney style and I was just like, I love it, it's so cute. And it is really cute, but to me, I just feel, I don't know, a little, I don't know. It just doesn't make me feel like an adult, but if you're an adult that owns this shirt, I am not judging you. It just like feels weird to me, but it's fun because the blue turns to pink and the pink turns to blue, you know, that's fun. And also like I've had this for about 2 years, but it's kind of short on me, like when I lift up. And so it's shrunk a little bit, so it's not as long as some of my other shirts. So even though I love the design and the concept of this one, I'm gonna be getting rid of this one. What? Another surprising one that I'm gonna be saying goodbye to, especially since I only bought it last year. But it says Cheez-It, and I absolutely love Cheez-Its. And actually one of my friends calls me Cheez-It. That's one of my nicknames. This shirt's unique because like at the end, it's like rolled up and it came like that. Like I didn't cut it or anything. And you know how I said I didn't really like that kind of crop top style. So even though like it fits, I just don't like how it's like rolled up at the end, like even without cutting it or anything like that. And so, yep. Thank you, you were a great shirt. Okay, I love this shirt, but the pit stains are so bad. And like I have several shirts that I love, but the pit stains are getting so bad and I don't know what to do. So if anyone would like to comment any tips about what to do with shirts that you love but they have pit stains, please comment them down below, because I don't know what to do. Can shirts like these with really bad pit stains be saved? I don't know. I remember during my DCP that I saw this shirt in Mouse Gear and several other places back in 2019, and I was like, oh, like I want that shirt, but I never pulled the plug and bought it for myself. And then this year it has been on clearance on shopdisney.com, and I finally pulled the plug and I finally got it. And they only had smalls left, but I got it on clearance and I just love it. So I'm just sharing this because I think it's fun when there's a clothing piece you want and you get it after a long time and it's better than you ever dreamed of. So I just want to say I love this shirt and it's definitely staying. All right, so we just finished my t-shirts, and t-shirts are my favorite. Whenever I go into a store, I generally look at the t-shirts and or the dresses, but mostly the t-shirts. So now that we have these done, I feel like the rest of this is gonna go by so fast. And this is still a lot of shirts, but honestly, again, I love shirts. Like that's my favorite clothing item, so I can live more minimally while also holding on to things that make me happy, and these shirts make me happy. And then back there is the pile that we are not keeping. So look, that's still a substantial pile and we made progress, so yay. This is the first long sleeve shirt of mine that I'm trying on, and I'm like, why did I just put it with my long sleeve shirts when I think I mainly use this, or I can use it as a dance/exercise top, especially in the winter. Like look, we have the thumb holes, love that. And you know, kind of wear it over like a leotard and stuff like that. I think that's really cute. So I don't know if it's fair to really lump this in with the long sleeve t-shirts. This is a multi-purpose shirt, if you will. Okay, so my mom saw this at our Disney stores going out of business sale, or you know, all of that stuff, and she was like, I'm getting it for you. And I thought it would be more of a sleep shirt sort of a thing. I mean, it was sold separately as a shirt and not like with a bottom or anything, but I was just getting such a pajama vibe from it. But now I'm wearing it as a good old long sleeve shirt, and I'm kind of into it as, you know, a normal shirt, which I think it's what it's actually supposed to be, and not a pajama shirt. But I don't know, what do you guys feel like? Is that the vibe you're getting too? I don't know, but I kind of like it. Okay, now we're on to the tank tops and just tops that aren't t-shirts and stuff. And you know what? The last time I remember wearing this, it was June or July of 2019, and you know what? I gained some weight since then, and this feels like a corset. So it's a very cute piece. Love it in theory, but it's not working on me in 2021. And you know what? That's okay. Life happens. There's a season for everything, including certain tops. Do you ever, you know, try on a piece in your closet that you haven't tried on in a while, and you're like, I need to bring you out more. Like, I like you. I am so sorry I have not been wearing you. This just became like my must-have summer piece of 2021. I love it. I also got this when my local Disney store closed, and it's actually a size extra small, and normally I am definitely a small medium, so I'm amazed like there's still some wiggle room here. But I'm a little afraid to ever wash this or have anything get spilled on it because so it makes me a little bit nervous, but it's kind of fun to have like a electronic device here for my Christmas sweater. I am all done organizing through all my tops, so it looks like we're still keeping a lot, but like these are kind of thick, so their stacking doesn't compare to, you know, the long sleeve or the short sleeve stacking or anything like that. And then this is the pile that we are saying goodbye to, finding new homes for, and it may not look like much. There are 18 items in here in these 2 piles, so that's still something to be proud of. And now we're just gonna put these tops away so I can make my bed, and we're gonna call it a great first day of decluttering my life. Woohoo! Okay, so the middle drawer of my dresser looks a little bit crowded, but this is where I keep most of my tops. So we have all of our short sleeved ones here in 4 piles, and then we have our tank tops. Then my shorts and stuff is back here. Then I have 2 tops that I mostly use for dance, so those are on top of my pile of leggings. And then here are my dance tops that I will go through when I do exercise wear. And then here are my long sleeve shirts. So it looks a little full, but when we go through like shorts and exercise wear, then this will look a little less congested. But it's a start. Bottom dresser drawer, which has my pants and then my jackets and sweatshirts and PJs and then work clothes, or clothes to kind of like get dirty in if I like am doing a craft or something like that. This is pretty full, so hopefully when we organize the jackets, and I classified that as having zippers, those are all over here, that's going to hopefully help us a little bit in here along with doing the pants. But yeah, looking a little congested, but it's good to know where we're starting. And separated by the rest of the closet that we haven't cleaned out yet by these empty hangers are my hanging tops, or tops that I wear with other tops, and then all my work tops. So yay, those are all hung up nice. Woohoo! Thank you all so much for watching this video and joining me on the very first part of my decluttering of my life. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please comment down below what to do about pit stains and shirts that you love. I need help. Also, give this video a thumbs up if you want to see my collection of Disney t-shirts, because I like to think that it's a nice collection, but who knows. If you liked this video and you want to see more content just like this, hit that subscribe button. I upload every Tuesday and Saturday. And if you want even more of me, you can follow me on Instagram at louisa.ruby. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you again soon with a brand new video. Bye!